What is up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with a new comic book day and comic book haul. That was certainly interesting because I was just going on and on and on, wondering why there was nobody in the chat, only to find out I had not hit the live button. It always helps. So, if you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification so when videos like this drop ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. We are inching up closer to the 1,000 subscriber mark, so be sure you have entered to win all the different ways that you can enter to win. And if you haven't already, the link is down below for your convenience, and you can enter to win that 9.8 CBCS slab, Wolverine 1, yellow cover, banana cover, C2E2 variant, whatever you want to call it, you can call it yours, but you got to enter to win. And part of that is being a part of this channel. What's going on, Mr. Garrow? Hello there. How are you? And you are officially the first person in the chat. Like I said, it was interesting because I was wandering on and on and on, and I'm like, usually at least there's somebody in the chat by now, only to find out I had not hit the live button. Anyways, I had finally got to the LCS today and got to several comic shops, or well, other than LCS, just one other one. But some mail calls came in today while I've been out on the road. And so there is a small comic shop in Monroe, Louisiana called Infinity Comics. Not a very big shop, but occasionally get some interesting things. David E68, hello, how are you? And usually they get some interesting things, and there's always an interesting discourse between me and the owner. So I managed to get by there for the first time in a while and picked up this bad boy, Thundercats. Ha! Newsstand. And technically, that is not as big of a thing, I guess. Maybe it was with Star Comics, but just the age of the comic, there were more newsstands than there were directs back then. But anyways, a lot of people have ventured over to that, but was able to pick up that beauty. There also picked up Turok Son of Stone. I've got to rebag these, so I haven't wrote on the back what these are. But this is Turok Son of Stone. There are always some nice painted covers from Gold Key, Dale, or Whitman, depending on which issues you get. And there's another Son of Stone there. And a Dr. Solar, Man of the Atom. So usually these things are beat to high heavens. And, I don't, as long as it presents fairly nice, I'm okay with that. And you can get them for cheap. You see here, I paid $6. The other ones were $2, so wasn't that big of a setback. I did win this on Thunder God's 400 subscriber giveaway. So Princess of Comic Gains put out there for Thunder that, hey, I'm going to give away this slab for one of your lucky people, and I happen to be the lucky one and got this one today, Avengers number 8, J. Scott Campbell edition. There were several of them with Mary Jane and various cosplaying. We've got Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, and somebody else. And this one's the Captain America one. So it's always nice to get something for free. So shout out to Princess of Comic Gains and Thunder God for making that possible. Hopefully everybody's got some good comic plans for this weekend. Get out to the LCS if you haven't already. Get caught up on some reading, any number of things. There could be some good stuff for you this weekend, hopefully. See what we got here, and then I can remember who it was I got this from, because I already opened it out of the package, but I had not opened it. Oh, okay. So this is from Hiram Collectibles. Hiram Collectibles, first time I seen him was on an Elite Comics on Instagram sale, and so I guess he, Elite launched him, or whatever way you want to say it, and then now he basically has his own sales. But he had some fire up there. I was able to get a deal by putting the two together. This is Batman 139. So for those keeping score here, I'm only really focusing on the Batman 200s. I only need 24. David Ewing, what's up? I only need 24 to complete that 200 run. So I'll have 200 to 713. But when a deal comes up, I've got to take it. This was Batman 139. This is the first appearance of Batgirl, Betty Kane. So Betty Kane, there you go. Some golden age Batman goodness there. And then I got Dr. Fate and Hourman. This is showcase number 55. And this is the first appearance of this guy who was born on Monday. Yeah, Solomon Grundy, as you can see on the thing. Solomon Grundy goes on a rampage. So this is the first appearance, might be first Silver Age appearance, but nevertheless, first appearance of Solomon Grundy, and it was in Showcase 55. So another big Batman villain key. The other one, the one before this was, oh goodness, what's his name? Because I got it. The guy with the mask that makes people very moody. Maybe somebody in the chat can know who I'm talking about. So anyway, picked that up. And these I got from the LCS. And I did go by Walmart. Dr. Fate is your man. Hey, so are you excited about the casting choice for Pierce Brosnan for Dr. Fate? Let me know. Did go by Walmart, and if you watched my last video, which has done well for some reason, maybe the moon's aligned and everything like that, who knows about the algorithm, but I had gotten lucky and got a very rare comic and had went back to see if I could repeat that luck, and I did not. However, I did get another DC pack today. And this is the Legion of Superheroes, number 11, which is where the good book was behind. So DC decided to throw people for a loop and mix it up a little bit. Now, Batman 92 got plenty of those. Metal Men, however, that is a woman, but in this day and age, who knows? This is the rare book right here, Genlock number 6. And so, as I understand it, Key Collector and others say that... yeah, Escape Fate. That's how it works these days, right? But Genlock is Dan Moore on the art. Didn't know anything about it. It was actually a viewer that warned me, said, "Hey, man, you better check this out before you give that thing away." And so, yeah, I got another one in the DC pack. So it's pretty nice. Discovery Bay, what is going on? Disco. And so this box right here came from Bruce Monroe, Bruce and Stephanie. They have various comic shows doing the tag team thing. He kind of started out doing it just by himself. I don't know if she warmed up or he roped her into it or what, but so now basically she's on everything he's on. And I think they even renamed the channel Bruce and Stephanie Comics, and that's how they address this. So he had thrown some books up on the cheap the other day. I guess he was trying to clear some stuff out, as we all seem to do. Mr. Comics 89. What is up? So decided to pick some goodies up on the cheap. Transformers 39. Then we got some Barry Windsor Smith goodness on Machine Man number 3. Detective Comics 610. Here lies the pink. Oh, yeah, this is one of those covers where they just drop Easter eggs and stuff. So Denny O'Neill's things back there, and some of the other people that worked on it, so their names are on the tombstone. So then we got Batman 398. I've already got this one. I'm going to check and see if this one's better than the one that I have, and I'm going to sell one of them. Batman 389, same way. Traveling Root Beer. Looks like the end of the Anarchy story. Might be. Batman $3.99. Odd head cover there. But I've actually got a copy of this signed by Tom Mandrake. Yeah, Tom Mandrake. And so, yeah, he just had it too cheap, and I had this other stuff coming to me, so that's why I got him to throw it in there. Detective Comics 851, last rights, part of that towards the end of that first run of Detective. And yeah, so I didn't have that one. So nice little addition to the PC on the cheap. So shout out to Bruce and Stephanie for making that happen. Now, I thought I knew who this was, but then I don't know. I didn't think he was from Massachusetts, depends on who you ask. Huh? And so I don't think this is him, but we shall see. Comics and death metal, what is going on? Hey, I don't know if you ever answered the last time I asked, but hey, talking about morphin time, I got something coming up for you. Well, it's for me, really, but it's something that'll appeal to you. Comics and death metal, are you going to be at the Huntsville Comic Expo April the 9th, 10th, or 11th? I didn't know if you were going to come down for that. Let's see what we got here. Leads me to believe a slab, but it's too light for a slab. So, oh, it is. Okay, so it was who I thought it was, but I didn't think he was in Massachusetts for some reason. This is Kenny, Comic Head 84, as he's also known. Emmy Comics, what's going on? Plan on going at least one day. Awesome. There's a lot of us going to be down there, as you are aware. So, yep. Got these beauties. So I was bidding on this auction. I believe it was on Gorilla Todd's channel, and Kenny put this up. Just happened to log back in and see him as he's putting this up, and I jumped into the middle of the bidding, and a troll got in there and outbid me, and I said, "No, I'm out." And so Kenny came back because it was somebody, probably Saturday. That's the busiest day, but yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so after a while, he said, "Hey, look, guys, a no-show, and so do you want them for the price you last bid?" And I said, "I'll take them." So it worked out good. Happy birthday, Captain Comics. He got me first. Yes, so close, inching towards. It's funny how things roll. Like sometimes you're just like, man, every time you turn around, you're getting a subscriber. And then sometimes you're like, must reach another subscriber. Or something like that. Anyway. Yep. Batman 186. I think this is the first appearance of this little guy here who wasn't used till much later in the Three Jokers. I've already got a copy of this. So it was just part of the lot of books that I got. So I'll be selling one. I think my other one, because this one's got kind of a, well, they don't break colors, just needs pressing there. My other one's probably in a better shape. So I'll probably just sell this one. But did need this Batman 209. Batman, who's making these tiger tracks? You know what Batman says about those tracks? They're great. No, that's Tony the Tiger, not Bruce the Tiger. Yes, it was a dag joke. Gaggy, that is right. Batman 152, The False Face Society. Each man here is wearing a false face that he used to commit a crime, except him. He's not the false Batman. He is the real Batman. Then we got Batman 158 featuring Ace the Super Bat Hound. Great Scott! Bat-Hound has acquired superpowers and he's using them against us. Batman and Robin Imposters, Secrets of the Impossible Perils. Yep, we got that. So that is cool. Big Will says, I have arrived. What is up? Another guy who's going to be at the Comic Expo, April the 9th through 11th. This is another one that I had, Batman 180. But actually on this one, I think this one's a better copy than the one that I had. So I'm actually going to probably switch those out and sell the one other one. So that is always nice. Great Scott, Batman. Yep, always fun. Let's see what we got here. So went to the LCS and found some Milestone Comics. So, Milestone Comics is making a comeback. Blood Syndicate, I think, is one of the ones that they haven't announced yet. But, it's only a matter of time, I'm sure. But this is number 13, and it is a newsstand. Number 14, and it is a newsstand. 12, and it is direct. Number 12. Number 11, Hanging with the Homeboys. That's right. Number 10 is a newsstand. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's see here. Crisscross is the penciler. Crisscross will make you jump. 9 is a newsstand as well. Number 7. Number 6 is a newsstand. Number 4. And then also number 3. So I heard that Swordmaster is going to be a thing or whatever, so picked up a couple copies of Swordmaster number 1 from the LCS. A couple copies there. Probably sell them, but I help the LCS out if nothing else. Picked up this 2099 limited foil ash can with X-Men 2099. So Ron Lim goodness. What would be funny is to have like Ron Lim draw something like right here in the middle of them, and it looks like they're all looking at him. That would be kind of fun. So if our memory serves me correctly, this either came in a Wizard or a Hero magazine, something like that. And so just found that on random going through the LCS's long boxes. Also picked up Transformers 47 Assault of the Savage Seacons. And if you know Transformers, well, there's more than meets the eye. So maybe there's more than just the Seacons there. Then we've got Extreme, let's see, Transformers Generation 2, number 2. Generation 2, number 2. Who's that? Huh. I don't remember who that was then. Got distracted. Then we got Transformers Generation 2, number 3. Number 9. Getting down some new comic book day books. Batman Black and White, number 4. Been enjoying kind of the short, non-consequential stories in Batman Black and White. Cool covers too. And so been picking those up. Detective Comics 1034. Will he still on for the? We still on for the 2nd. What day? The 2nd's on a Friday. I can do late that evening, or I can do earlier that day. Big Will, to answer your question. Detective Comics 1034. I like these Lee Bermejo covers. Pretty dope. But the other one, I think Dan Moore did it, and it was nice too. But just stuck with the Bermejo cover. Then we got book 6 of Batman White Knight Harley Quinn. Now, this one is not as good, at least in my opinion, as what the last 2 have been. But it's okay. And I think Sean Gordon Murphy's wife actually is writing this. Interestingly enough, think of the channel when I'm not trying to. He interviewed her yesterday. So that was good. Cable number 9. So Cable is going to be canceled in typical Marvel fashion. But I think we're actually going to get Old Man Cable back because I think the solicitation said something about having to face Old Man Cable there towards the end. So really likes those. Practically threatens you to read them. Oh. But yeah, so with Cable, I think the last solicitations say that he has this last standoff with Old Man Cable, which has been kind of a backstory. We haven't really seen that much. I don't. It kind of took a back seat when the whole Ten of Swords, which wasn't much of nothing, went on, and so we'll see how that goes. Last Cruises, 1971. What is up? Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. I figured that. Then we got Maestro, War and Pax, number 3. Savage Avengers, number 19. This was a really good series. Started off great, and then we kind of peter-puttered around. And then we hit the tie-ins with King in Black, which really slowed things down. In this one, they're fighting the Marauders. So, yeah, it's getting kind of bogged down. I think besides the fact that we're tying in with King in Black, the other thing, I think this was supposed to have been canceled. And so they saw sales where people were willing to do that. So instead of trying to think up a new work up to a new tie-in or anything, they just kind of mail it in. Who knows? Once and Future, kind of the same thing here. It picked up steam back again a couple of issues ago, so we'll see how far this one goes. John Comics with Kids. Yeah, man, this thing started like 3 hours ago. Just joking. What's going on, man? Yes, the Batman Urban Legends was nice. It got kind of the same format as what the Black and White is. The short stories and that is what I mean by that. Obviously, except it's in color. Chip Zdarsky wrote that Red Hood story. I really like that one. So yeah, I'm excited for the next issues too. So after all of that, this is what I'm talking about. Steve, if Burt Family 54 is still here, Power Rangers number 5, I elected to go with that cover. Was not able to join Steve and the crew over there yesterday. I was on the road and in meetings last night. So I did not get any spoilers as a result of that. So that's good. But I've been I decided, at least for now, to go with the Power Rangers versus the other series, just because I like kind of the direction it was going better. So we'll see. Ryan Parrott is, yep, kind of cool. Now, I did not pick up the other ones just because they were nothing but reprints. But now that I got this one, I'm probably going to go back and get the other ones. Was TMNT, the best of Michelangelo. So like that negative space look there. I almost picked up the Donnie one, which I think is the last one that came out, and passed on it. But look at this. This thing says, Biggie, whoop, 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 Biggie, whoop, whoop, whoop. Is that Biggie Shack? But yeah, so now that I got that one, I'm probably going to have to go get the other one because you can't have one without the other 3, right? Louis the 13th, what is going on? You didn't change your avatar. I got Garbage Pail Kids on there. What's shaking bacon? So got this Bloodshot 50 project. This is benefiting comic creators in need. So I think it's at the Heroes Initiative. Yep. So that's what they were sponsoring here. And these got some covers. They're probably just reprintings of these covers in here. I don't think they did anything just special for this particular book. What it looks like. And let's see, for the Hero Initiative. I had ordered this a while back and then it never came. And then I saw it up on freshcomics.com, which is how I order that's how I get my list to give to my LCS to order. And yeah, so it's a whole bunch of covers, various covers of Bloodshot. And then it's got the one story there at the end. I think that's Bloodshot Rising Salvation, I think is the one that one's from. So I reordered it. So there were two in my box. And I said, yeah, that's because I never got it the first time. He said, I ain't worried about it. So he took it out. I was glad I didn't have to buy two of them. Saw a couple of people. What was that Turok? Anything significant? No, there's nothing significant. You're talking about the Turok that I showed earlier. Those are just the Gold Key comics. So I find those when I can pick them up on the cheap. That with those Gold Key comics, for the most part, the first issues are the only ones that are worth anything. So Solar, Turok, or Magnus. I've got the first Magnus one. Made an offer with somebody who was selling through Comics Elite, and they never followed back up with me for whatever reason. That was kind of aggravating, but I don't have neither it or the Solar one. But those are the only ones that are really worth anything. The rest of them are just, I mean, you can get 20, 30 bucks if they're in decent shape, but most of the ones I get are mid-grade at best. Turok number one, I do have several of those. Add you to the rigged wheel. There is a rigged wheel, but you got to enter the 1,000 subscriber contest. Collector P, what's up? What's up? So I picked this up from the LCS. This is Invincible number one. Are they going to start doing the series that they're doing on deal, or is this a reprint of Invincible number one? If anybody knows, you can let me know. So, because if this is just a reprint, I'll read it because I've never read Invincible. But yeah, so I heard some good things. I didn't know if the comic adaptation is different than the TV adaptation, so I just picked it up on a whim. It's a reprint. Okay, cool. Yeah. So Ruben Guzman, what is up? To tie in with the Amazon show. Okay, yeah. So they released it at the same time. Wow, they actually make sense on some things. So, picked up Hulk number 4. I started not to pick this one up because there is a connecting cover with the Red Hulk. And I started not to pick it up because I said, sure as I buy this one, I'm going to find them as a set. But I thought, well, maybe I can get them cheaper if I find the other one that has not a set, because some people just want sets. Biggie Shaq. See, I pulled Biggie out of the ether when I said something about Biggie Shaq, and he all of a sudden YouTube whispers Biggie, and he jumps on. So we got Superboy number 0. This is the first cameo appearance of King Shark. King Shark is in Suicide Squad. So that first appearance book is jumping up, especially if you're lucky enough to have the newsstand or the DC Universe logo variant there. And I had a copy of that King Shark. Actually, I think I've had 2 copies of that, and sold both of them way too soon. This is the cameo appearance. So there at the end, you see his eye, and then you see blood fly, and then you see his teeth. And that's all you know. So this is the first cameo. This one hasn't called on quite as much yet, but as things happen, the first one gets up high enough, people start looking to the next best thing. Then we've got He-Man, Masters of the Universe. This is an In-Hut Lee cover. This is a series I kept passing on. Every time I seen it, I'm like, man, looks interesting. Kept thinking about it, just never pulled the trigger on it. And then I ended up getting, this is a 6-part miniseries. I ended up getting one of the 6 parts in a dollar out of a dollar bin. I said, okay, I guess we're going to have to find the other 5 now. So saw the number 1 at the LCS today and decided to pick it up. And so it looked interesting on the inside. I just never pulled the trigger on it. I had way too many new comic books at that time. I've since kind of culled my list, and so kind of just picking things up that I maybe missed out on. And obviously, I'll also get a better deal on it too, because most of them are going to be still cover or less. Writer Tim Seeley, Dan Fraga is his art looks familiar, but I don't recognize his name. Tim Seeley, he's the guy. He also draws, and he drew my Bloodshot, one of my Bloodshot sketch covers. Then we got Champions #1. Found that. I was thinking that might be a good book to get. I'm not a big Champions fan, but I figure somebody will buy it if I don't want to keep it. So let's see what I had here. Over here. I think I showed this the other day, but in case I did not, this is Secret Weapons #1. This is the Valiant Champions. It's going up. Yeah, and I thought I'd seen that, so I said, yeah, I'd grab it on the cheap at the LCS. This is the Valiant Validated Signature Series. And so back in the day, Valiant did these things right here. There's only a handful of them. Some are really ghost, but some are, dime a dozen. Anyway, well, not that cheap, but you get my point. So after the relaunch, they did kind of a retro and did this one just the way they did back in the day, but they only did the one. So these Valiant Validated, most of them have this embossed seal, kind of like a notary seal there, if you can see that into the cover, and then they come with these. Some of the old ones did not, because Diamond actually distributed them, and they had a Diamond certificate of authenticity with them too. So some of them did. So there is that. Let's see. Also look for TAH #15, first appearance protectors. What's TAH? You lost me on that one. So got this right here. Don't need that anymore. So I got this right here. I want to show everybody. This is the actual CBCS Wolverine #1 9.8 that somebody can win, entering the 1,000 subscriber. Totally Awesome Hulk. Gotcha. What's up, Kenneth Bird? And so this is the #1 and C2E2 variant. This is 2,059 of 3,000, and it can be yours. There's 3 different ways you can enter to win. One, all you got to do is go to the video, the 1,000 subscriber announcement video, like the video, and be a subscriber, and go to the comments and say, I want in. That's it. You get one chance to win that way. Then you can repost this announcement, or the 1,000 subscriber announcement, over on Instagram. Tag me in it, and you get 5 chances for that way. Then if you do a video and just in the video, shout out the channel, put the information in the video description, mention the 1,000 subscriber deal, and let me know if you do it that way. Then you can get 10 more entries. I know, right? Hey, that's what everybody says. They're like, man, that look really good there. So you can get 10 entries that way. So if you're keeping track, 3 different ways that you get a total of 16 entries into winning that. And so when I hit 1,000 subscribers, the time will be up, and I will set up the wheel, and we'll see who wins at that point. And I think the last time, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff Hard to Come By is who won the X-Men 4 last time. But if I'm not mistaken, he only had the 1 entry, if I'm not mistaken. So obviously your chances are better with more, but You don't have to have just the multiple ones. You do not have to live in the United States, but you do have to be a subscriber to the channel, and you do have to be 18 years or older. But yeah, that's it. So got a whole bunch of stuff. Breeze through it really quickly, and part of it is, like as I said earlier, for those that came in early, I was sitting there just going away, showing books and saying my little spin, and realized that the thing wasn't even live. So this is almost the second time I've done this. But anyway, I do appreciate anybody and everybody that watches this live or on the rewind. Be sure you smash that like button. Legion of Comics, what's up, man? What's up? Uh, check that out. Check that out. But yeah, so be sure to smash that like button and the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss videos like this when they drop. Also, there's a lot of great content provided by a lot of the great people that are in this chat right now. So if you're not subbed up to each other, go check them out. A plethora of various comic-related content. And there you go. Hopefully everybody will have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Catch up on some comic reading. And, well, until next time, keep reading and keep collecting. Adios.